You can audibly tell that I'm incredibly furious about the events that happened yesterday in Washington, D.C. in the United States. First of all, I'm okay. My girlfriend's okay. Everyone I care about is okay, which is good. You know, none of the representatives, none of the senators were hurt. They were all evacuated safely. None of them were hurt. 4 people were reported dead from yesterday's domestic terrorist attack on Washington, D.C., led by none other than President of the United States, Orange Bitch Face, because that's what he is. All because his feelings were hurt that he lost the election and he doesn't want to accept responsibility for the consequences of his actions. Now, I tweeted about this earlier before I went live in a small thread. If you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen it. I'm only going to say this once, and I want somebody to clip this because I'm going to put this on my YouTube. All right, somebody's going to clip this, and we're going to put this on YouTube. All right, any person that condones the violence of yesterday, the domestic terrorism of yesterday, Wednesday, January 6th of the year 2021, is a traitor to the United States of America, does not believe in the vision of the United States of America, and does not believe in the country that is the United States of America. All members of the Republican Party are traitors, guilty of sedition, must be charged as such, and be punished to the fullest extent of the law. There is no exception to this. Any person that identifies as a member of the GOP or as a Republican looks at the actions of yesterday, January 6th, Wednesday, 2021, and says that there was nothing wrong with that. They are complicit, they are traitors, they are terrorists, and they should be treated as such. They are criminals through and through. Okay? That is what they are. Criminals should be treated as criminals. Now, of course, because all of them were white, the police literally didn't do anything. They used tear gas way too late. They used no rubber bullets. 4 people died. I assume one of them was, in fact, a supporter of the president, so therefore the death of that woman is on the president's hands. And again, and I'm going to be as truthful as possible with this. To those outside of the United States, if you watched what you saw, if you saw yesterday, if you saw what happened yesterday, you may be thinking, that isn't America. Well, you're wrong. That is America. That's been America since the day it was found. The day it was found. The day it was found. That's what America has been. It's always been about the white person trampling over the rights of the minority in the name of white supremacy. Okay? That's fucking America. That is what fucking America has become. And that's what it is. That is what fucking America is, alright? That's what it is. That's what America is. Alright? I'm not gonna sugarcoat this, okay? Like, I'm not sugarcoating this. America has been built by trampling on the rights of minorities over and fucking over again. When Black Lives Matter protests happen, police overreact. They don't overreact. This is how they're fucking trained. They're trained to see Black Lives Matter protests as like rioters and looters and anarchists and all that fucking bullshit. And so they go insane. Like, police officers bring out rubber bullets, tear gas. Like, they bring out all of the unnecessary equipment that should have been used yesterday on domestic fucking terrorists. Alright? This is America. Like, this is the United States now. It's what it's been. It's what it always has been, and it's what it will continue to be, unless every single fucking Republican is removed from every single position of power possible, including police force. Like, the majority of police officers are Republicans. They vote for Republicans because Republicans give them all of the weapons and the necessary tools to commit murder and get away with it. Okay? Like, I don't know, like, I don't know why people still think Republicans are, like, okay people. They're not. They're fucking insane. They have no minds. They have lost all of their minds. They are not human. Like, okay? They're not regular human beings. Republicans are people that have lost their fucking minds, that are criminals, and they went insane yesterday, all because one single person got his feelings hurt over losing an election, and because he may finally face consequences when he's out of the White House. All right? That's what happened yesterday. One single person got his feelings hurt, which caused his entire base to go berserk, invade the nation's Capitol building, and they all went there to actively cause murder. Even pipe bombs were found at the RNC and the DNC. The headquarters of the RNC and the DNC, pipe bombs were found. They weren't fake, they were legitimate pipe bombs. Legitimate pipe bombs, okay? That's what Republicans are. Criminals, terrorists, seditionists, traitors, all guilty, all criminals, right? If anybody approaches you as a Republican or a member of the GOP, then you need to treat them as criminals, okay? Like, that's just it. Treat them as what they are. They are criminals. They must be treated as criminals. They promote domestic terrorism. They promote white supremacy. They promote everything that America should not be. All right? I'll say that again. In not verbatim, but close enough. Any Republican, any member of the GOP that you see is to be treated as a domestic terrorist supporter, a traitor, guilty of sedition, and a criminal. All right? Treat a criminal the way you would think they should be treated, especially one that dares to invade the nation's Capitol building seeking to cause murder, to commit murder. All right? Treat them like that, because that's who they are. They're a bunch of shitty assholes that just don't know, that just have not been loved before. All right? That's what they are. Now, as a person, you may be looking at me, you may be watching this, and you're probably asking, why are you talking about this? Because I have to fucking talk about it, okay? I have to fucking talk about this because I have to educate people that are in this chat and whoever comes here and asks, why aren't you talking about this? Because they have to fucking talk about this, okay? Because this is important. And this fucking matters. Right? This fucking matters. And you're probably asking me why I'm cursing. Because this is making me furious. Alright? A single person got their feelings hurt over losing the election. And that person just so happens to be President Orange Bitchface. His feelings got hurt, and his entire base decided to, you know what? We're just going to invade the Capitol and, like, try to kill people. Because our dear leader's feelings got hurt. Like, what is wrong? Like, hello? I have to talk about this because I need to educate you all that A, this is not okay, and B, the entire Republican Party is guilty of treason and sedition. Now, I'm just a regular person, you know. I can't provide, like, therapy because I'm not a therapist. If you need therapy after witnessing the events of yesterday, please go find a therapist. Like, I'm not kidding. Go find a therapist if yesterday made you feel uneasy, right? I'm not a therapist. I'm not a person that you can come to for medical advice or mental health advice. I'm not that, right? I'm just a regular person who graduated college last month and became a Twitch affiliate, like, last week, okay? That's not why I'm here. I'm here to educate you all about yesterday, Wednesday, January 6th, 2021, being morally wrong and being incited by the President of the United States because his feelings got hurt and reveled in the idea that domestic terrorists decided to invade the United States Capitol and they were seeking to actively commit murder of elected officials. Now, I'll repeat myself. Thankfully, none of the representatives of the House and no members of the Senate were hurt. They're all okay. They're all fine. None of them were hurt. And thank God none of them were hurt. Thank God. But it doesn't end yesterday. It doesn't end now, okay? If you're a citizen of the United States and you know a person that actually lives in the United States and has a working brain and realize that yesterday was the cause of republicanism and the GOP's egging on of the president's base to actively cause domestic terrorism, here's what you do. You find your state's voting activists for the Democratic Party, okay? Find them for the Democratic Party. Ignore the Republicans. Republicans cannot be saved. Republicans cannot be saved. Republican Party is done. It cannot be saved. It cannot be redeemed. If anybody tells you the Republican Party can be redeemed, it cannot. All right? It cannot. The Republican Party is doomed. Leave it to die. Let it sink, just like the Titanic. All right? Find your Democratic voting activist. Find them. Ask them how you can help and get people to vote for Democrats. Okay? Now, there are Democrats that are going to challenge the establishment Democrats, like Nancy Pelosi, Jerry Nadler, Chuck Schumer, people like that, and people that are actively going to challenge Republicans. For example, Marco Rubio has a Democratic challenger in 2022 in Florida. Marco Rubio has a Democratic challenger for 2022. So if you have friends in Florida, here's what you're going to do. You're going to tell them to vote for Democrat. You're going to tell them that Marco Rubio is a fucking traitor and deserves to be treated as a criminal because he is. And you're going to also tell them that Marco Rubio is the dumbest person to ever set foot into the halls of Congress because he misses every meeting. He doesn't vote. He's literally there just to be there for the NRA, which again, the NRA is run by a bunch of fucking maniacs, right? You're going to tell them to vote for his Democratic opponent, Alan Ellison. You can follow him on Twitter as well. And if you follow Alan Ellison, ask him how you can help, right? Ask him how you can help. Because we need to get rid of every single GOP member in Congress. The GOP has to completely be removed from the United States. From the Congress, even from the country. Like, honestly. All Republicans are evil. They are. Any Republican that says they're a good person, they're lying. They are lying to you. Okay? And if any Republican comes into this chat and says, oh, I can disagree with you politically, but we can still be friends. No, you fucking can't. You cannot be my friend after seeing what happened yesterday and say, oh yeah, we can still be friends, but I just disagree with you politically. No, you fucking can't say that to me. You say that to me, I'm just going to ban you. Alright? You're just getting banned, and I don't want to see your stupid username, whatever it might be, ever again. Okay? The bottom line is this. The Republican Party is filled with traitors and criminals. Treat them as they are. Treat them as criminals. Treat them as domestic terrorists. Treat them for what they are. They are criminals through and through. Okay? That's it. That's the end of the story. That's it. And any Republican that dares to approach you and says, "Oh yeah, I can be your friend, but I just don't want to just don't want to agree with you politically," tell them, "Okay, then you're not my friend. Get the fuck out of my face because you're a traitor." Tell them that. Actively call them what they are. Call Republicans traitors. Call them supporters of domestic terrorism. Call them for what they are, you know. Be brave. Call them out for what they are. Right? Call them out for what they are. Right? We good? Y'all understand that?